Professional hockey, majority owner, GM of the Birmingham Bulls, we've all heard of. This club drew 3 of the 10 largest crowds in the league's history. They were packed, if you ever had a chance to go to some of those games. Served as chairman of the league's expansion committee for a few years, vice chairman of the executive board, 96 to 98. Majority owner, COO of the Tennessee Valley Vipers of Arena Football 2. Executive of the Year again, 2001-2002. Team average, this is astounding, 86% of capacity home attendance in Huntsville at the, my German friends say, Werner von Braun Civic Center in Huntsville.
I know.
Art Clarkson, you've done it all. We'd like to hear more about your illustrious career. We appreciate you being here tonight.
Okay, well, anyway, guys. It's really amazing. I mean, I'm 75 years old now, which is cool. And I've been in the business 42 years. I'm unemployed now. I mean, we're retired. I haven't figured it out yet. Or I'm on a long vacation. I haven't worked in 8 months. Going to the gym 5 days a week. You know, I'm in pretty damn good shape. I talked to a coach. I said, I talked to a coach yesterday in the IFL. I said, look, I could play again. 75, but hey, listen, I'm in good shape. You know. It's a funny thing about baseball is I learned. I mean, I knew when I was 14 years old, when I batted .230 in Little League, I better stick to football. I love baseball. It's just too hard of a game to play. I saw something, a stat yesterday online that how good Major League. I marvel at Major League ball players. I honestly do. There was this last year 2 million kids playing Little League type ball. Okay, and you go to the major leagues, and there's only 700 Major League ball players. So your chances are better getting hit by lightning than becoming a Major League ball player. And half of them are from the Latin America. You know, it's just it's incredible how good these guys are. At AA, we're in the top 3,000 ball players in the United States, top 2 million. That's how good these guys are at AA. They're just great ball players. They're an inch away from the big leagues. Most blue chip prospects are in the AA ball. And I'll tell you one thing, through the 42 years, what I really liked was, you know, it wasn't about money. Money, you know, it was about every day winning and losing, putting on the right promotions, and getting to work with people who were famous. I became great friends with Jerry Reinsdorf, who's the owner of the White Sox and Bulls. But I also, back in '81, when we had a strike in the big leagues, Sparky Anderson came out for a couple of days. Him and I hit it off real well, and he stayed a whole week. Alex Gramis, you all remember Alex Gramis? Sure. Yeah. We made him manager when Roy Katika had to go home. And with Alex at the helm, we went 0-4. And I said, you know, and what you had to do was sign a guy to a contract and give him $1. And after he went 0-4, he put in sporting duty. He said, "What do you want for $1?" Okay. And so anyway, I got a few things here I'd like to pass on to you. What really happens, opening night 1981, Bo Jackson, he actually played my ballpark 4 times. 3 times at Rickwood, and 1 time at the Hoover Met. The '82 All-Star game, I'm putting this out, we won 170 straight days without a rainout. And then in 1983, at the end of the season, we had 2 rainouts in a week. How'd that happen? Well, let me tell you how that happened. We're going for the championship, okay? We're in the playoffs against Nashville. And Roy Matika, who was our manager, he was with me 81, 83, and 84. So we're going for the champ. He comes up to my office and says, "Art, we only got 2 pitchers that are healthy. That's Don Heinkel and Keith Comstock." I said, "What do you need?" He said, "I need a rainout." Well, what I did was, you're not going to believe this, that night, I put the sprinklers on. And that field was muddy as hell the next day. Now, I was just praying to God that I'd get 1 drop out of the sky, which I did. And I got the umpires out there, and I'm putting my foot out to the baseline, says, hey, it's really dangerous, we can't play. He said, okay, we'll bang the game. The manager for Nashville went crazy. He said, if Clarkson want us to stay in the hotel, why don't you just call me? Okay, and so we had, I had the 2 rainouts in the space of 5 days. And that saved our pitching, and we went on to win the championship. I mean, I tell you what, right? Baseball is the most fascinating game in the world. Is that one time, it was '85, we had a horrible team. We had 3 catchers who couldn't throw the ball from me to anyone in this room. And they had a guy named Darnell Nixon in Chattanooga, who was leading the league in stolen bases. So what I did was, between first and third, I dug a hole 3 feet deep. Okay? And it was, I started about 2 yards off the base. And I filled it with sand. And I put mud in there, and I put some more sand in there, and I put over a little dirt. Well, Darnell Nixon gets to first. He's going like this. I said, Jesus Christ. I said, hey, listen, you dug down 3 feet, and you're going to find real dirt. He stole second. Well, that's what baseball's all about. If you got a fast team, you curve the lines in. That way, if you bunt, the ball will roll in. If you don't have a fast team, you want the ball go out. If you have a slow infield, you grow the grass high on the infield. Right? And if you did, and I'll tell you one thing. I was in Memphis, and the grass was so thick, the guy's shoes, you couldn't see the guy's shoes in the grass. Billy Hitchcock, who's the league president at the time, said, Art, you got to cut that grass. You have got to cut that grass. So we did. Got a real mower, not a real mower, but regular lawnmower. And I had the blade all the way up. We went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I said, well, how's that? He goes, play back. So I mean, there are so many things in baseball that you can't believe. Players cheating, especially pitchers. My God, Gaylord Perry, he had it every which way. I mean, the guy was filled up with Vaseline. And his cap and his belt buckle, it doesn't matter. These guys had every which way. Catcher will rub the ball before he throws it back. That's why they get rid of the ball that quick. And court bats, I'm telling you something, it's just a great game. But I'd like to talk about opening night, or actually, I'll talk about how I got here in Birmingham. Number one, I was general manager of the Memphis Chicks, 78, 79. Back in those days, if you drew over 150,000 people, you were a big deal. And in 1979, we drew 208,000. Believe it or not, all minor league baseball, that was the 8th largest attendance in minor league baseball that year. Only 208,000. There's a reason for it. Because there was about 5 of us who reevaluated what you had to do to get people to the ballpark because of air conditioning and TV. TV was the killer. It was killing baseball, Major League and minor league. So we had to figure a way to get people to the ballpark, right? You had to get them out from the hot, humid night. You want to see the air conditioner and watch television. Well, we figured out how to do it, and we did it. You name it, I did it. I had Suicide Cyrus out there, Captain Dynamite, Max Patkin, the Chicken. And what happened was, I got a deal with Lucky and 40 here. I didn't know it was Lucky and 40, but with the guy who owned the Pepsi distributor in Memphis. His name was Logan Young. I don't know if you ever heard his name. You all know who Logan Young is. He's a very infamous person. He got Alabama football on probation. But that's another story. But we literally worked out a deal with Logan. Back in 1978, we had a 25,000 advertising package, which impacted Lucky and 40 here in Birmingham. And Lucky and 40 says, you just took all our advertising dollars. We got to come down and see what you're doing in Memphis. So that's how it got started. And John Forney, you all know John Forney. He came down and looked at what I was doing, and he said, do you think you could do this in Birmingham? I was just, I was general manager, employee. He said, we'll figure out something for you. I said, okay, I'll go down and look at the ballpark. And when the owner in Memphis found out I was looking at Birmingham, he went berserk, just absolutely bonkers. And he says, I looked at him, I said, look, here's the deal. If I don't go to, I'm going to be in ownership in Birmingham. Here, I'm just going to be an employee. And he said, well, I'll pay you double. Now here I got this big financial logo who wanted owning half of the Kansas City Royals sitting on my desk in front of me. I'm saying, I just can't believe it. These guys sit there begging me. And I said, no, I'm leaving. And I left. I came to Birmingham. And that was the start. I remember we had our first press conference, and I had everybody in the world say, don't do it, Art. Don't go to Rickwood Field. I mean, not just in the city. I had people in baseball say, it's a loser. I said, I looked at the ballpark, climbed over the fence in '79, walked out to home plate, and I said, God almighty, Babe Ruth actually batted a ball here. It was a hot summer July day, and it was just incredible.